I welcome you all to this live coverage, wherever you are. Please let me know where you are, where you're connecting from. Please let me know. Let me know which country you are connecting from. Let me know in the comment section which country you are connecting from. Thank you so much for joining this live session. Let me know which country you are connecting from in the comment section kindly. All right. Let me know the country you are connecting from. Yes, hello. Let me know if I hope I'm loud enough and I hope I'm audible enough. I hope I'm audible enough. And please don't hesitate to tell us where you're connecting from. Let us know where you're connecting from at the comment section, please. Before we share something very short here, but very short but very interesting. Something very short but very interesting. Let me know in the comment section where you're connecting from. All right, I can see KR. Hello, Kelly, connecting from United States. Great. Flamebolt, how are you doing? Flamebolt, how are you doing? Flamebolt, good to see you. Flamebolt, have you heard this book? Have you heard this book? Morgan and Flamebolt. You've been lost for quite some time. No, but Flamebolt, we were with you during the last last session that we had. Flamebolt, have you heard this book, Wisdom from the African Proverbs? Flamebolt, if you have not heard this book, please get this book very fast. Get this book very fast. You have my email address. Morgan, you've not gotten this book, please. I know you've gotten the last two. Flamebolt, I know you have the first two books, please. Ensure you get this book. You have my PayPal email address, please. You can make payment and have this one immediately. That should be around 55 US dollars, around 55 US dollars. And resend me your address so that you can get the books. You have my email address. Thank you so much. Now, Flamebolt, yes, Kelly, I've placed an order for Wisdom and the cost of becoming. I'm waiting for the delivery. Oh, yes. Good. No, yours is sorted. Yours is sorted. Yes. Yours is sorted. It is Morgan that has not. I was actually speaking to Morgan, you're the one who has not gotten this book. Please kindly get. Now, I'd like to share something here very important. Thank you so much, Flamebolt. You've been around for quite some time. Thank you so much for your continued support. Vincent Amok, Vincent, you're here once again. Thank you so much from connecting from CIA. Thank you so much, Vincent. JJ, hello from Italy. Thank you so much, JJ. Rasmus, love the work you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. KR, hello, Kelly, connecting from United States. Well taken in. Thank you so much. Flamebolt, your order should be on the way right now. Your details have been forwarded. Now, have you taken hot water, then you pour into a container that is not very strong? Now, you take hot water and you pour it into a container that is not very strong. Normally what happens is that the container kind of shrinks. And loses its shape completely. Why? Because it does not have the ability, it does not have the capacity to contain that temperature. Yes, there is a temperature that you pour into a certain container that will immediately distort that the shape of that container, and it will become something completely different. Why? Because that temperature is so high, is too high for that container to contain. And so the next thing that you will see is the distortion of that container. Why? Because that container does not have the capacity to stomach that high temperature. Now, the same thing applies to when you share big vision with small-minded people. Have you shared something, maybe something you want to do with someone, and they hold their hands on their head and say, Kai, that is completely impossible. That one is impossible. In fact, it has never happened. Well, when you see people behaving like that, when you share a vision with them, the problem is not them. They don't have a problem. The challenge is that you did not, diagnose your audience very well. That is someone who does not have the capacity to withstand that level of vision. And so when you share that vision with them, it kind of bewilders them and formats their mind. And since they cannot imagine it completely, the only thing they can tell you is it is impossible to do that. If you're not careful, such people can abort your visions and ideas. If you're not careful, people who are not at the same mental wavelength with you can abort your visions. Why? Because they don't have the mental capability. They don't have the mental muscles to stomach the kind of vision that you have. That is why when you have a vision, please be careful the people that you share the vision with. They can kill that vision at the conception period of that vision. And some of these people are so close to you that you don't know how to say no to, or they're so close to even confront them. And so what happens? Sometimes you just keep quiet and let it go like that. I like the story of the Wright brothers, the inventors of airplane. What happened is that they shared the vision with their father. And their father told them, you know what's happening? Stop that stupidity. Because if God wanted us to fly, he would have given us wings. And so you trying to imagine that one day people will fly in the air is balderdash, if I could say it in some vocabulary. That is mumbo jumbo. That is hogwash. That is malaki. To mean that is stupidity. There is nothing like that. But what's happening right now? People are flying left, right, center. In fact, tomorrow I'll be flying to Nigeria for a very powerful mission. By the way, Flambolt, I sent you some message on PayPal. I hope you got my message. I hope you got my message. I sent you some message on PayPal. Yes, I'm going for some very powerful mission to speak to young people in Nigeria. I'll be flying in the air. And so, these people, if they were not stubborn enough to overcome that, then believe you me, we would not be flying right now. Why? Because someone who could not fathom that vision told them, you know what's happening? You're just joking around. Now, these people could mean very well for you. They mean very well because they want the best for you. But their best is actually crippling your vision. That is why sometimes before you share your vision with anyone, try to discern through and check if the person have the capability of, or have the capability of taking care of that vision in their mind. Don't just talk anyhow, and the rest. Some people will kill your vision. So if you have a vision that you shared with someone, a vision that you shared with people, and this vision is dying because someone did not have the capability to stomach a place, you better think about that. You better handle that aspect. Now, that comes from this powerful book that is The Cost of Becoming, a very powerful book. I mean, I decided to give my best to this book here. I mean, I did it so well. And of course, Wisdom from the African Proverbs is a very profound book, a very powerful book here, a very powerful book that is Wisdom from the African Proverbs. Please ensure that you get a copy wherever you are. And the good thing is that we can deliver these copies in any part of the world. If you're in the US, in the UK, whichever place you are, you will get the books with minimal delay. So please, if you want to get your copies, let me know. Okay, I'm coming to that question. I'm coming to that question on comparing yourself to someone. Please, I want to know, Flambold, are you here, please? If you're here, let me share my email address in the comment section so that those who want to get the books can reach me through the email address so they can get the books. Please help me share my email address here at the comment section. Help me share my email address. Lawrence Ochiel, here in Kenya, if you can't speak, of course, that one is it. Harrison, your question is very profound. Flambolt, if you're here, please let me share my email address at the comment section so that those who would like to get the copies of the books can reach me very quickly. Otherwise, if you want to get the books and you don't have my email address, please get it. You can write it somewhere because I'm going to dictate it shortly. Harrison is saying, what's your opinion on comparing yourself? Richard Mouton. Hello, Kelly, brother. Richard Mouton from the UK. Richard, thank you so much, Richard. Richard, did we send a book to Richard? Because among the books that were sent to UK, was your book there? It sounds, that name sounds like a name I personally wrote. That sounds like a name I personally wrote. Among the books that were coming to UK, was your book there? Because I think, yes, someone bought like 3 books to the UK of your name. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. But now, those who would like to get these books, write this email address down. Okay? Write this email address down. And in fact, if someone can help me write it in the comment section, I'll really appreciate. The email address is EZE. Let me repeat. EZE double K E double Y. I mean not double Y. Double L E Y. EZE double K E double L E Y. And of course, at gmail.com. If you're writing at the comment section, at Gmail will not be able to appear, but just write that email. Then someone can now add at gmail.com. Let me repeat so that you can just check if you have the right one. That is EZE double K E double L E Y, Ezekiel, then at gmail.com. Now, so if you want the 3 books, good. Yep, good. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. That is J Sam Care TV. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so for the 3 books, that is around, if you're in the US or whichever part, for the 3 books, it's around 70. It's around 70, yes, around 70 USD. You'll have the 3 books delivered to you wherever you are. If you're in, yes, around that area. If you're in UK, that is Europe, that's around 65, and the 3 books will be delivered to you, please. Now, let's go back to the questions because I can see some. Thank you so much, JJ. So please, those who have not gotten the books, ensure that you make your place your order and you get the books. The same email is the one that you used for PayPal payments, please. Now, let me get back to the questions here. Harrison is saying, what's your opinion on comparing yourself to others? I am a musician and I'm constantly comparing myself to the strides. that other artists are making, and it's getting me down. Now, comparing yourself to others could have the positive aspect where you look at what others are doing and use that to mark your personal progress. If you're really working well on yours, you can use that to inspire yourself so that, I think I need to pull up my socks so that at least I'm able to meet up with the standards that are required. Because sometimes if you don't look at what people are doing, you may not know your level. So what brings the difference is the attitude that you have when you are looking at what others are doing. Now, if you're looking at what others are doing to see that, these people are doing better than me, and to now begin to find faults in yours, then that will affect you, because number one, you will not understand the fact that people are different and people are gifted and enabled differently. So if you look at other people's success as yardstick for yours, then number one thing, you'll always be frustrated because you may not have what makes them have the result that you're looking at. You may not have that angle of gifting and strength that they have that bring that aspect. So you need to really understand your difference. When you understand your difference, you'll appreciate your journey. I will tell that. Now, personally, growing up in the university, I used to have friends who were doing well, friends who are very rich. I used to have friends who are doing well, friends who were celebrities left and center. But I was nothing. But I knew my way, my direction in life. And so I knew that my area keeps on developing as years go by. In my area, it is not really possible to really experience the so-called overnight success. It comes with consistency and continuous learning and developing your mental muscles to be able to deliver well. So if I compared myself with maybe someone who is a comedian who just goes perform well and boom, they are blown, then you'll get it wrong. You first of all discover your difference, know your difference, and when you know your difference, then you will never be intimidated by someone's success. Why? Because you know that is theirs, and you can as well make your personal one. Now, the thing is this: if you don't understand yourself, if you don't know your difference, you'll be jealous of someone's success. But if you know your difference, you will appreciate other people's success. If you are not aware of your difference, you'll not appreciate anyone. You'll always be jealous all through. And that jealousy will not make you work hard. You cannot work hard in jealousy. It will just reduce you, and the only thing you can do is to be talking negatively about people and not making any progress in your personal life. So if comparing yourself to people is bringing that negative impact, then it is something that you may need to reconsider before it chokes the vision that you have and you end up remaining a shell of a human being because you kept on dispensing your emotions and trying to waste it outside there. Yes, let me see any other question. I hope I did some justice to that question. I hope you are able to understand something. So please, comparison depends on the kind of attitude that you have towards it. Yes. Hello, my brother Richard. Of course, I've spoken. Now, okay. Rasmus is saying you have been helped. You have been a help for me for years now. I do not have the ability to support you at the moment, but I hope I can show you. I show you how grateful I am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, you see, that kind of a statement, those are statements that boost people. And by the way, some people asked me, Kelly, how can oh, sorry, my book just dropped. Some people asked me, Kelly, how can we support you? I don't know, but maybe the email address that I shared, which someone, yeah, you can help me share the same email at the comment section afresh so that those coming in can just see it. This email that I've shared is the same email that I use for the PayPal. And of course, right now, now that I have a very powerful mission in Nigeria, where I'm going to share with some young people, this is the time that I may need your help a lot. So if you're that category, I'll appreciate my email address is there. Now, let me see the question. For people who aren't capable of understanding vision, Is it lost because, is it lost cause to hope they can understand at all should leave? Okay, let me get this special well. To understand, or should we cut off those people as soon as possible? Now, well, it's not a matter of cutting people off, but just a matter of limiting what you're sharing with them. You don't just cut people off anyhow. What you do is that you categorize them, you classify them, and relate to them according to how they are. But to just go about, don't just go about cutting people off. What if this will change later and become better people? And you may want them, but you've already shown them, because some people can read that as kiburi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, those giving me gifts. But I think I would strongly suggest, thank you so much for Harrison. I really appreciate you. Harrison, I really appreciate you. Now, please let me do this. I would strongly recommend, if you'd like to gift me financially, I have a mission that is ongoing, and this mission is quite involving. I would suggest that we do PayPal, that will help immediately. Now, once again, let me share the, how do you call it, the email address that you can use for PayPal, or if the same email address, if you don't use PayPal, you can suggest for me a means that is convenient for you. That one, we will be very grateful. Now, what you can do is this, write E. Okay, go ahead. You can be typing it. You can be typing it so that you can get it well. Okay, let me read the email address for those that would want to gift, and the rest I will appreciate. That is the PayPal email. Okay, so it is EZE, once again, EZE double K E double L EY at gmail.com. That is ezekele@gmail.com. Let me just repeat it once again. That is EZE double K E double LEY at gmail.com. I'll appreciate that. I'll appreciate. Thank you so much, Harrison. I really appreciate that. But if you can do directly to the PayPal, that will help immediately, because of the mission that we have in different countries, trying to transform young people here and there. And the good thing is that we are succeeding, and we thank God for that. Now, so what am I trying to say? You don't just discard people anyhow. What you do is that you classify people and handle them based on who they are, right? So you don't just go and tell them, you know what's happening? From today henceforth, I don't want to associate with you. No, you don't do that. What you do is this. By the way, if you've discovered that you'd like to disconnect from someone, this is the polite way to do it, okay? You see, all of us eat food. And when we eat food, we survive. The same way, every relationship feeds on time and attention. And any relationship that you starve of your time and attention will automatically die. So if you want to kill any relationship, simply starve that relationship of your time and attention. It will naturally, disappear. Okay? So if you discover that, you know what's happening? I don't think this person shares the same vision as I do, and you want to disconnect from such person, what you need to do is that simply find a way of starving that person of your time and attention. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Let me see other question. Any other question here? Okay, Roy is saying, the wisdom in your message stays with me throughout my day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kelly. Okay, God bless you. Thank you. Then Lon is saying, thank you for great wisdom. Thank you. Harrison, thanks so much, Kelly. That means a lot. I'll take it and work on my vision. Thank you so much, Harrison. I also appreciate you for the gift. Ochieng Steve, thank you so much. You've shared my email address. I appreciate you. Then Rasmus is saying, how do you avoid being afraid that you're not good enough at work and get confidence in your own ability and skills? Now, there must be a reason as to why you feel inadequate, because maybe you think others are doing what you don't know. Majorly, it's because of limited knowledge. What you do is this, okay? Understand the fact that you need to learn more. The moment you know that you need to learn more, then you can now endeavor to learn more. Accept the fact that no one is born knowing everything. Everyone exchanged their time for the knowledge that they have. And now that you have time, you can begin exchanging that time that you have for the knowledge that you need. Please go about and ask people. You see, it is only bad if you don't know and you think you know. Okay? It is bad when it is obvious that you don't know, but something keeps insisting in your mind that you know. That is what we call pride. And pride will stop learning. Pride will block you and you will not learn. Why? Because you have deliberately blocked your mind by refusing to accept that you don't know and you need help. But for you to know that you don't know enough, it means you are humble enough and you have the so-called self-knowledge. When you know yourself to that level, then you can now seek to know by inquiring from those who already know, humbling yourself, not being jealous of them. Now, the thing is this, the more you keep understanding things, the more you keep learning, the more your self-esteem will keep growing in that manner, and the confidence will grow in the process. Let me tell you something. Preparation brings confidence. Knowledge brings confidence. No matter how a powerful speaker you are, if you go somewhere and you're not prepared, believe you me, you not have that full confidence, and even the audience will know that this person did not prepare well. However, if you are well prepared, you'll be rooted on that stage and you'll vibrate very well. Why? Because you prepared before you step there. So if you discover that, if you feel you're not good enough at your workplace and you think that is kind of choking or puncturing your self-esteem and your self-worth, then I would suggest that you keep acquiring knowledge in order to build yourself in the process. That's my take. Yes, and E is saying, if I'm still developing my vision, how can I respectfully ask my mom not to pressure me? Not to pressure you to do what? I may need to understand what the mom is pressuring on, so that I don't just give a blanket answer. Okay, so what specifically is the mom pressurizing, so that I know how to handle it, so that I know that will help me to understand the mom's perspective and the mom's motive behind what she's doing, because sometimes they could mean very well for you in a wrong way, or the right way that you choose to look at in a wrong way. Yes. Daud Borma Kelly, tremendous thanks always. I'm almost done with Seeing Beyond the Obvious, by the way. A great book, and highly recommend it. The simplicity of the writing is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. You have read this book. That is, you must have read, fell down. That one, you have read this book that I'm carrying. You have read Seeing Beyond the Obvious. I try to make my writings very simple. By the way, if you hear me speak, I sometimes speak a bit complicated English. I sometimes put in vocabulary, but if you read my books, you'll discover that they are very simple. My books are very simple, very simple, very simple. So, Boomer, please have Wisdom from the African Proverbs. Read this book. Also read The Cost of Becoming, the book on resilience. Please you can get some of these books you can read. The same way you made payment, because I know maybe you used PayPal or something, please. But right now the offer is over. So, I mean, how do you call it? The soft copy will be going for only $6, $6 each. Each is going for $6 now. And my email address is already shared here, and most of you have it. Yeah, sure. Please get it. Seyan, I remember you bought books. If I don't forget. Keep up the good work, Kelly. My question is, when you become a better person, others try to pull you down by bringing up your old self. How should you act when hearing those things? I will handle that on a serious note. Yes. Now, just to remind you, those who would like to get the books, please, and you have not gotten the email, you're not here when I was mentioning the emails, please, let me know at the comment section so that we can see on how you can get the email address straight. Those who are asking on how they can make their gifting and the rest. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Someone is called Google account, knowing that. Okay, thank you so much for that. All right. Okay, so all right. Just to let you know, those who'd like to get the books, but you didn't have the email when I was announcing, please let me know in the comment section. And those who wanted to make their gifts, and I suggested that use PayPal, the email still remains the same. So you can use that email. If you don't know, please ask at the comment section. I will guide so that you have the, you get the email address. So let me first of all handle this question here. Now, the thing is this: anytime you begin to make progress, and I mentioned that in this book here, The Cost of Becoming. The moment you begin to make good progress in life, please be prepared to meet such people that will want to bring you down. That is surely expected. That's the truth. You see, if you don't have a car and you are just trekking by the road, you'll never have problem with the traffic police. You just by passing each other. In fact, they won't even look at you because they don't care. But the moment you buy a car and you begin driving your car, even if you don't find yourself in a mistake, at some point, you will interact with the traffic police. That is how it operates in life. Now, you see, number one thing that you need to know is that your success reminds some people of their failures. And so they begin to attack you. Another thing is that your success, attracts enemies, people who want that success, people who want what you have, but they can't get it. So they want to pull you down so that you can be at their level. You see, misery needs company. And so those who have not gotten to your level are not comfortable with you at that level. So they want to pull you down at the level where they are so that you can be at par and be comfortable together. So expect that anytime your life begins to change positively, you will meet these people that will always want to bring you down. But you make up your mind that, you know what, I will always continue, because that is the only way to beat opposition: consistency and persistency. You keep doing the same thing or even better, and you keep doing it consistently. Okay? One day they will leave you alone. That is it. One day they leave you alone. That's how to go about it. Thank you so much. Okay, my 20s and my mom pressure me to earn more money and have more social status. I'm still developing my vision and looking for what make me happy. I hope as you pursue that vision, you are also working, because probably your mom just meant that, okay, unless now she means that, what you're trying to pursue is you and the rest, and will not help you. Just focus on money. Well, but you don't stop working because you're pursuing a goal or a vision. Okay? Remember, there are things that you cannot postpone buying. You cannot postpone eating. You cannot postpone paying rent. You cannot postpone dressing well. So in the meantime, before that vision begins to make payment, before that vision begins to pay you back, what you can do is that you can work somewhere else, even if it is manual work, to be able to sort yourself out as you're still looking forward to the moment when that vision will begin to pay you. Thank you. Daubo Bona is saying, I agree. Your success attracts enemies. I've got a lot of them. Thank you so much. Okay. Scholar is saying, thank you so much. Amazing. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Guys, I thank you so much for your support. I'm so grateful. You can't believe it. You can't just believe that. And I think I just branched to greet you people and share some little nuggets with you. Think until next time. If you want the books, please don't have the email yet. I'm going to repeat the email for the last time. So I'm going to, you can be ready to write it somewhere. You can be ready to write the email somewhere. I'm going to dictate it shortly. The same email, you can reach me for any inquiry. The same email, I use it for PayPal for those who are asking on how can they support. I'll appreciate. And now that we have mission to other countries like go to Nigeria to share knowledge there, you can assist. Why not? We'll appreciate. That could be uncommon help. That could be uncommon support to us. Now, someone is asking, okay, so after reading this comment, I'm going to dictate, my email address so you can get it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful for your sharing wisdom. Where can I find your books? Okay. NE, please get this. NE, I don't know which country you are. Are you in the US or are you in the UK or whichever country you are? Get this email address. Write E. Then write Z. You call it Z. We call it Z here. So we call it Z. Then E, Z or Z, then E, then double K, then E, then double L, then EY at gmail.com. Once again, E, Z, E, double K, E, double L, E, Y at gmail.com. That is my email that you can use to reach me. That is the same email I use for PayPal for those that were asking how they could send their support. I appreciate. Now, these 3 books, to send them to the US will be like 70 or 75 USD. You can send through that email to the UK, any country in the Europe. That will be around 65 to 70 USD. You can do that. So once you made the payment, please also reach me through the same email, just in case we can't communicate with you through PayPal, so that we can make arrangement the books to reach you with minimal delay. Roderick J say, thank you for the teachings. Sir, God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I think that's the end for today. Unless someone has a question, as we call it a night. It's night here in Kenya, and of course people are going to sleep, but maybe in your country it is daytime. I don't know. Maybe it's morning or something. Thank you. All right. Could there be any question? Could there be any question, please? Could there be any question as we conclude? All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for now. Until next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. 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 All right.